if your place is damaged. Quote renter's insurance at progressive.com.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Leanna to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it in the next hour here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues. Barely. Ever had one of those mornings? Oh. Fighting passwords this morning. Yeah. Just out of the blue, randomly. Something wants a Facebook password. What? So we're trying to, multi-stream. And, gosh, just giving me lots of problems. I don't remember what the password was that I set 140 years ago. That's before Facebook was a thing, but you know what I'm saying. Then you have to go through the whole process and two-factor authentication and, the blood of your firstborn. But anyway, we made it through, I think. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So good to have you here once again. And let's say a very pleasant good morning to today's Good Neighbor of the Day. The GNS in our call letters, WGNS, stands for Good Neighbor Station, and we have a Good Neighbor of the Day every day. See how it all kind of flows together? Well, it's Trey Adams, the Good Neighbor today, for being an encouragement as a new golfer trying to learn the game. So Trey is a teacher of the game of golf apparently here. And Trey, you made someone's day. I know golf can be frustrating. How do you keep your cool? It's just like, I need a password teacher. I try to do the best I can with that stuff. I'm going back to it, aren't I? And keep a list of everything. And, but wow, it is something. Trey Adams, though, is also something. Our Good Neighbor of the Day from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio, WGNS. So congrats to you, Trey. Enjoyed the flowers that are headed your way from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts, along with your friends here at WGNS. Now, you can nominate a Good Neighbor of the Day. How do you do that? Text neighbor to 615-893-1450, NEIGHBOR. Text that word to our phone number here, and then you'll get a reply. Tap on the link, fill out the info, click submit. You're done. It is honestly that simple. wgnsradio.com/good neighbor will get you there as well. We do the birthday club each weekday morning too. And how about we take a look at the birthday club? Who do we have as our winner today? Well, that would be Reggie Webb. Reggie, hope you have a wonderful birthday among the many, many that are celebrating today. Reggie's name was chosen as the winner of the banana pudding from Slick Pig. So enjoy that, Reggie. I know you will. Slick Pig Barbecue, 1920 East Main. They've got some good grub out there. I know you know, right? Wings, ribs, barbecue, of course. And cannot forget their homemade desserts. Maybe you're not a banana pudding fan. I'm not sure what's wrong with you, but if you're not, I understand. Not everybody likes bananas or pudding or banana pudding, right? But they've got great desserts, cakes, pies. So don't walk away from Slick Pig without thinking about their sweet treats. You'll want to indulge yourself for sure That Slick Pig Barbecue over at 1920 East Main.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
A look outside the palatial studios of WGNS. And let's see. Our temperature here, 82 degrees. It's 82 at the Murfreesboro Airport. It's 82 at the Smyrna Airport. Our feels like is anywhere between 87 to 90. And it's going to be another one of those hot, hazy days. Slight chance of afternoon storms. We're going to check our Rutherford weather radar here in just a moment. Not as rainy yesterday as we thought. That system kind of pushed off to the east a little bit faster. Now, as we dry out, I will warn you, we are going to warm up. I'm seeing some upper 90s in our forecast. So let's get your details.
Well, Brian, it looks like we'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms at times here for this afternoon, with a blend of clouds and sunshine developing and a high in the low 90s. And winds will be rather calm. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low near 72. Friday, a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms here late. Blend of clouds and sunshine develops, high 94 degrees. Saturday, mostly sunny and a high around 96. Sunday, we'll see some sunshine, high 96 degrees. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 97. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thank you, Jennifer. And here's a look at our Rutherford weather radar and scanning the skies over Middle Tennessee. Not picking up on any rainfall here, but you can see up on the Cumberland Plateau, just northeast of Livingston. Pretty good little downpour going on right there. And that's going to be kind of the nature of things today. Very scattered out there. Our composite radar, southeast looking pretty dry except around the coastal areas, around the Gulf and the Atlantic side as well. And outlooks, that drought monitor is out. We can see more abnormally dry areas just to the south. We're considered still in the normal area, but our drought monitor is certainly taking a turn for the drier, if you will. And storm chances, equal chances of just a general thunderstorm risk here the next few days. Don't forget to check out RutherfordWX.com. That's RutherfordWX.com. There you can pick your favorite social platform, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. My favorite, YouTube. It just works. You can see it on your television, pop up. Friends and family that live here in Rutherford County, that during severe and impactful weather, we'll keep you updated on the Rutherford Weather Channel, RutherfordWX.com.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
Stock markets modestly lower today as the producer price index inflation data for the U.S. came in above expectations. This indicates that companies might be experiencing higher prices from wholesalers, which over time they can absorb and take a margin hit or pass on to consumers. Right now, the Dow down 114, 44,807. S&P is off 7 at 64.58. NASDAQ down 28, 21. 685.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, reminding you of their virtual annual meeting coming up this Saturday, 2 o'clock. Now, between now and tomorrow, you need to head to the MTE office here in Murfreesboro or in Smyrna to sign up, saying you're going to be part of the virtual meeting. You'll be entered for prizes. You can submit questions. They'll be answered during the meeting, and vote for officers as well. MTE.com/annual meeting for more information. Our Big G TV coverage brought to you by our friends at Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, involving community health for more than 7 decades. MMC provides accessible, cost-effective care from excellent physicians in advanced medical facilities. World news right now.
CBS Radio News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Steve Kathan. America's top diplomat ahead of a key U.S.-Russia summit weighs the chances for peace in Ukraine.
We'll see how tomorrow plays out. As the president said, his hope is to interact with Putin tomorrow and sort of get a sense very quickly and early whether a peace is possible or not.
Secretary of State Rubio spoke with his Russian counterpart. Tomorrow, President Trump sits down with Russia's Vladimir Putin in Alaska. Trump has warned there will be consequences if the war in Ukraine does not end, and he's suggested a follow-up Trump-Putin meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky. CBS's Nancy Cordes in Anchorage.
The concern among many Europeans is that Putin is still refusing to sit down with Zelensky, someone who he has always argued is an illegitimate leader of Ukraine, which is a baseless allegation, but nonetheless, if true, would indicate that Putin still doesn't take Ukraine's claim to its territorial sovereignty seriously and maybe isn't that serious about ending this war.
A new report indicates greenhouse gas concentrations were the highest ever recorded last year, and sea levels hit a record high for the 13th straight year. Alan Seals of the American Meteorological Society.
The trends we've been seeing in recent years do continue of warming oceans, warming air, loss continuing in glacial ice. And we're talking in many cases either record or near record changes on the planet.
Well, forecasters are now keeping an eye on Tropical Storm Erin as it churns through the Atlantic Ocean. CBS New York meteorologist Craig Allen says it's expected to become a hurricane tomorrow.
Erin is going to be moving into a much more favorable environment over the next 24 hours, and I think rapid intensification is going to become a major concern.
A Breeze Airlines flight from Virginia to Los Angeles was diverted to an airport in Colorado because of an unruly passenger. This man was seen on cell phone video subduing the man after he had gotten free from flight attendants.
My son was on there, and there was other kids on there, and so I just had to, sit him down.
And police described the passenger as intoxicated and said he yelled racist slurs and swung a skateboard. The government says inflation at the wholesale level was up last month, 3.3% from 1 year ago. Analyst Javier David.
This is a really ugly number. So producer prices represent wholesale inflation. It's what companies and manufacturers pay. What producers pay will invariably make their way down to consumers. So this is almost a leading indicator. Very ugly number.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 83 points. The S&P is down 1. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
SRM Concrete. With every new day, every sunrise, we build structures that stand the test of time. And upon their foundations are our homes, where we work, where our kids go to school. And with that comes tremendous pride. We don't just make concrete. We build relationships, trust, confidence. We're SRM Concrete. Build with us.
Discover hidden treasures at the...
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles,
Here's Dan Byer.
Some breaking news in the world of college football as a report from ESPN says the NCAA will announce tomorrow the findings and possible punishments that could be given to the Michigan football program. This from the investigation into the Connor Stallions spying scandal. News from the NFL, Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders not expected to practice today because of an oblique injury. While the Browns call him day today, he's not expected to play Saturday against the Philadelphia Eagles. Jaguars getting some good news. They activated second-round pick defensive tackle Mason Smith from the PUP list. He should be ready for the regular season. Late baseball last night saw the Angels top the Dodgers 6-5. Angels swept the season series, winning all 6 games against L.A. And in golf, Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler are going to be teeing off soon at the BMW Championship. JT Poston and others share the lead at 2 under par.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
Well, getting geared up for the high school sports season, and it gets underway Saturday morning. The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by McDonald's Murfreesboro and Donut Country. We'll have the coaches here. It's the most relaxed football show that we have all year long. That's because they haven't played the first game yet. That's next week. But just to catch up with the coaches, see how the summer has gone and what they expect the season to look like. So that's Saturday morning beginning at 9. It's Riverdale, Smyrna, Blackman. Then we have Oakland, Laverne, Stewart's Creek, Rockvale, Siegel, Eagleville, and then MTCS Cougar Corner at 11:15. That's all right here off the top of the head, too. I kind of shocked myself when I started listing it. I've messed up here, but I remember. So there you go. That's Saturday morning. Next Thursday, Primetime Sports presented by Ideas Tees gets underway. Clark Blair, Rod Edwards, Danny Brewer, 6 o'clock every Thursday night when there's not a Thursday night high school game. And then next Friday night, the 22nd, we'll be at Oakland for Oakland CPA. That's what we've got coming up for you on the latest in high school sports. Braves baseball continues here on the Big G as well. How did things go in New York with the Mets last night?
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
It was a wild night in Flushing, New York, as the Braves topped the Mets 11-6, evening up the 3-game series. Mets took a 6-0 lead after the second inning, but the Braves put up 9 in the fourth, including a 3-run triple from Jurickson Profar and a grand slam from Michael Harris II. Marcell Ozuna followed up with another home run of his own later in the game. Aaron Bummer gets the win. He went 2 1/3, gave up 2 hits, walked 1, and struck out 3. Game 3 coming up tonight. Bryce Elder gets the ball for the Braves. He's 4-9, has a 6.12 ERA, 81 strikeouts, and 39 walks. The Mets will counter with Kodai Senga. He's 7-4, has a 2.30 ERA and 88 strikeouts. For a leadoff show coming your way with myself and Chris Domino, 5:55, 4:55 Central. First pitch against the Mets with Ben and Darren, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central, right here on the Braves Radio Network.
Access Tennessee Sports. I'm Josh Copley. The University of Tennessee will be switching from Nike to Adidas as their official athletic apparel provider, as reported by Knox News yesterday. This will take effect next year on July 1st, 2026. Adidas had previously supplied the Vols from 1995 to 2015. The Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons were involved in a joint practice yesterday in Georgia that went downhill quickly. Both teams engaged in multiple fights during this chaotic practice session. The biggest brawl arose between the Titans starting defense and the Falcons starting offense, per the Nashville Tennessean. The practice did proceed following the fights, and there were no injuries sustained or ejections issued. Sports Illustrated reported that Tennessee Lady Vols basketball legend Candace Parker signed a multi-year extension with TNT that will allow her to continue on as an analyst. She will provide coverage for Unrivaled, a new professional women's basketball league. She will also cover Big East, Big 12, and March Madness college basketball. I'm Josh Copley with Access Tennessee Sports.
FM 1019, FM 100.5, WGNSradio.com. The Good Neighbor Network.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Nunley. Layoffs are coming to 2 FedEx facilities in Memphis. The FedEx Supply Chain Division says a new third-party logistics provider will occupy the locations. It's unclear how many employees will be affected. According to FedEx, the layoffs are expected in October. The company says they're working to place as many employees as they can in additional roles. Shelbyville police are working to understand what led to the death of a man found last month. The remains of 53-year-old Thomas Wayne Garner Jr., originally from Pulaski, were found in a wooded area off South Cannon Boulevard July 1st. Garner was positively identified by authorities yesterday. Police are asking for anyone who may have had contact with Garner anytime after January to contact Shelbyville police. More news in 30 seconds.
When the weather turns bad, minutes, even seconds matter.
This is an early heads up for southern Rutherford County.
Rutherford Weather brings you live radar and expert meteorologist insight, giving you the early heads up when storms threaten.
A lot of areas are going to see some impacts from this storm.
From analysis to live camera views, we keep you informed before, during, and after the storm.
I think the vast majority of the hail with this now is going to be quarter to perhaps golf ball size.
Rutherford Weather. Stay ahead of the storm.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And we are back here on the Rutherford Issues program, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. And a reminder that their virtual annual meeting is this Saturday, 2 o'clock Saturday. So between now and Saturday, really today or tomorrow, you can either go by the MTE office or phone the office and say, you know, I'm going to participate in the meeting. That way you're entered for prizes. You can submit any questions you might have and also vote for officers. MTE.com/annual meeting is the website for more information. Our conversation today about the United Way of South Central Tennessee. Lucy Birchfield is here, the Vice President of Development and Engagement. And you have a tag-along this morning.
I do. I have a new tag-along. This is Travis Welton, and he is our new Director of Corporate Partnerships.
Wow, that sounds impressive.
Yeah, it does. It's a fancy title.
Pull that mic up real close to you there. So, good to see you first.
Good to see you.
We've got several things to talk about. It's been a busy summer as school is now underway and all. So, newest team member, how new?
This is my 6th week, 2nd month. I started back at the beginning of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we like to get these new guys in much quicker than that, you know, make them really nervous. But you said this first radio experience.
That's right. Yeah.
Very underwhelming, isn't it? But
I wouldn't say that. It's cool to see behind the scenes.
So the Director of Corporate Partnerships, I guess you work on relationships with our business community.
Yeah, that's right. It's a lot of fundraising and relationship building.
Yeah.
Historically, United Way has relied on employee giving campaigns as a primary source of revenue. Those are starting really here this month, running all throughout the year, but primarily throughout the fall. So assisting with that will be a big piece of the role. But at the same time, the world is different now than it was when United Way really first came onto the scene, going back almost 100 years. So the role is evolving along with it to develop more true partnership between us and our local business partners. So that looks like sponsorships, volunteer engagement, more annual things instead of a one-time campaign in the fall. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year.
Sure. Kind of reminds me of, and the only reason I know this is I had someone contact me, a friend of mine, that said, hey, my daughter's looking to do this, wants to, build up her college resume, wants to do some volunteering. And I said, United Way volunteering website, sent him the link, and there was the volunteer bank on the volunteer. So that's kind of some of the partnerships you're talking about, right?
Yep. Yeah, we see local companies and larger national organizations too, but they care a lot about what's happening to their employees and the communities that they live in. So we're trying to give them ways to get involved and help out.
So before the United Way of South Central Tennessee, what was Travis Welton doing?
Yeah, I've been a little bit all over. I come from more of a business background. I got my MBA from Belmont and Nashville. Started my career with Nissan here at their Franklin office. They sent me to Chicago. I changed companies, worked for Anheuser-Busch, was selling Budweiser for a few years. They sent me to Montana, where I was for the last year and a half or so. My wife and I lived in Bozeman. And that work was really good. I learned a lot. It was challenging and fun and engaging. But along the way, I just kind of felt that I was looking for a little bit more fulfillment, people-focused, making an impact on the communities that I live in. So when my wife and I decided to move back to Nashville, it felt like a good time to make the jump out of the corporate sector over into the nonprofit world.
Wow. Well, did you see the Duttons while in Montana?
I did not, but people talk about them all the time.
I guess.
It is a real ranch. A lot of people don't know that. It's a little bit outside of Missoula, which was a couple hours away from where we're living.
It's not the Yellowstone Ranch, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Something totally different. But that show just kind of was crazy. It kind of put Montana on the map, if you will.
Bozeman specifically. They say they live in Bozeman. I don't think they actually filmed there, but Bozeman has grown exponentially in the last few years. Wow. A lot of it because of Yellowstone.
I bet. So, well, good to have you back here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Despite the fact that you went to Belmont. I mean, I didn't say that.
Be nice.
Being here at a Blue Raider graduate myself, but that was back in the Stone Age. But that's all right. They beat us in basketball a lot. Belmont's always been pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
So, well, we've got several things to chat about here, and with school already underway, Lucy, the stuff, the bus, I remember seeing some photos. Someone sent me the Dropbox folder with all, there were like 80 or 100 photos in there.
Yeah.
From Stuff the Bus.
Yeah, it was great this year. So, we've talked about it before. We've expanded to 7 counties. And so this year was the first Stuff the Bus where we had Stuff the Bus going on in all 7 counties. So it was busy, it was hectic, and it was super fun. Collectively, it was in our Stuff the Bus here, we did over 2,000 backpacks that are already gone and out and in the hands of the schools and the districts. And in addition to those backpacks, I can't remember how many, but it was thousands of individually packed supplies that we just give to the schools to do with as they need and want throughout the year.
56,000 sound right?
It does.
Yeah, that was
that was the total collection.
Mm-hmm. So it was a huge Stuff the Bus. We had some fantastic partners. I mean, to speak about, obviously we have a great turnout from the community as a whole, but just this year to focus on the corporate partners today, Ingram had a huge in-house backpack stuffing that they did. Chromalox. Also, they both did together. They did over almost
over 1,000 backpacks.
Yeah. So
over 1,000 themselves.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So we had a great turnout, and that's the kind of thing that we're looking for moving forward, is just getting more partners like that want to help us in all the ways. Obviously, we love money. We can't do our work without it. But we need things like the supply drives that we have, like Stuff the Bus and Baby Basics. And then when we get out in the community and roll up our sleeves in April and we do volunteer days, that's a fantastic time for corporate partners to, if they're already a partner, to just join with us. But if you're not, it would be a great first experience for someone to get a taste of what the United Way does, is to volunteer during volunteer days in the spring, because you really get to see the impact on these agencies. You get to join with other corporate partners and community members to get out there and get stuff done. So we've got a lot of opportunities for our corporate friends.
Now, tell me, you said about 2,000 packed backpacks. Was the 1,000 from Chromalox part of that, or is that on top of that?
That was part of it.
Really?
And then we had partners.
I'm going back to. I mean, that's
it's
they
huge.
did about half.
They really stepped up.
Yeah. I mean, that's
and
awesome.
Ingram did a significant amount as well.
Very cool.
Hundreds of backpacks from Ingram as well. And then in some of our other areas, we had big companies step up and purchase headphones, and I mean, just unreal turnout from our corporate friends this year across our whole 7-county region. Honestly, we had companies stepping up all over.
And when you had more, say, pencils or notebook paper, that kind of thing, then you had backpacks, then that's what went to the schools for them to distribute the systems.
Right. Correct. And some of our schools, like, for instance, Murfreesboro City Schools, they like to have boxes of supplies out of the backpack as well, because that allows them throughout the year, because we all know, in addition to supporting these students who need it so desperately, our teachers, I was raised by a public school teacher, and so I can tell you right now,
you live the life of luxury.
I was splitting that budget with kids that I never saw, because my mom put so much of her own resources into her classroom. So they like to have those supplies on hand to help the teachers as well. So this year we also took up teacher supplies. If anybody has had children, you know what they need. They need Expo markers, Kleenex, and Clorox wipes.
Yeah.
That is what they need the most. So we had a big table full of teacher supplies this year. So we were able to not only supply the things that the students need to be successful, but we're trying to give our teachers everything they need to be successful as well.
Good stuff. Joining us from the United Way of, almost said Rutherford County, South Central Tennessee. I'll get that in about a year. Yeah. Vice President. Yeah, aren't we? Vice President of Development Engagement, Lucy Birchfield. Also, Travis Welton, the Director of Corporate Partnerships. So, Stuff the Bus, another success, and you're going to celebrate that among other things coming up in just a little over a month.
Yeah. September 18th, I believe, is our community celebration. And we're making some changes this year that we're really excited about.
Is one the location?
The location is big. Again, we're here today to talk about corporate partners. And not only do we rely on our corporate partners for funding and volunteerism and all of those great things, but we also have big partners in the community where we find some of the folks that need our services, and TCAT's one of those. We have partnered with them. We have we've helped several of their students furthering their education and finding employment and all that good stuff. So to be able to go there and really celebrate all the things we've accomplished this year, somewhere where we have seen their people be successful because of our programming, makes it extra special. And also just, getting out of Murfreesboro. I'm born and raised here, and it's easy to stay here. But I mean, we have such a fantastic county with so many great locations. And again, TCAT's one of them. You can't beat it. It's a super neat facility. It has great parking, all the things that you need. But we're really excited about partnering with them this year for it. And
I bet your friends at Nissan are glad that it's there. They can just walk across the street.
They're already there. And we've added some extra elements to the program this year. We're doing breakfast instead of lunch, just some different things like that. But we really want to make the focus the folks that help us do the work. We want to talk about the work, and we want to give everybody our numbers so they can see all the great things that we were able to accomplish because of the support. But we really want to focus on those supporting us and really highlight them, because we want them to know that what they're doing for us is making a huge impact in the community.
So is this open to anyone that wants to come to the community celebration?
Absolutely. Our tickets are very reasonably priced because we don't want that to be a barrier. So I believe they're $35.
$35. That's right.
So absolutely, you can go to our website and get your community celebration ticket. Your company could buy a table or just a few seats if you want to come with some folks from work. And we're open to all and everyone. It is a smaller venue, so we always sell out. So we are a little anxious about that this year because we know maybe not as many people will be there as want to, but we still feel like moving to TCAT is a great choice.
Yeah, nice. So, and that's the 18th. I'll be sure to put a link to the website and the ticket purchase area on there as well. September 18th, the community celebration for the United Way. Well, Travis, let's talk about some of the big things coming up for you in the fall and in terms of your work with corporate partners. You're really going to kind of maybe refocus the way United Way has kind of looked at this as in your new world?
In a way, yeah. Employee giving campaigns are still a really crucial part of how we raise funds and support the community. We raised over $1 million through all of those campaigns combined last year. So that's still a really huge part of it, and will be a primary focus in the fall. So that will look like really supporting our partners in whatever way they need. We'll be going around sharing the mission, talking about the work that we're doing at staff meetings, manager meetings, attending any kind of events that companies put on to support their campaign. Lots of chili cook-offs coming in the fall. Things like that. So it's a really good time for us to get out of the office, go engage face-to-face with folks who financially support us, and then also talk about ways that we can help their people as well, right? That's one of the areas that we've seen changing quite a bit of employees at these companies that have historically been partners for us are still doing that, but as the world changes, they may also need some support from us themselves. So it's a good chance to get in there and talk to them about that as well.
Yeah, lots of chili cook-offs.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, there's a lot of chili.
And it's political season too. We're going to have election year next year, so you can just imagine how many chili cook-offs.
Yeah. But focusing on those folks is really what prompted, as Travis said, this shift, this mindset shift in how we're working with them. Is, at United Way, we're focusing on ALICE, which I'm not sure if you're familiar, is asset limited, income constrained, but employed. So these are our working folks, many working more than one job, and they are not meeting the cost of living here. And so partnering with companies to make sure, as Travis said earlier, we're not just coming in one time a year for a campaign. We want to make sure that we're a partner to them all year and to their employees, because ALICE is everywhere. ALICE is, you have friends that are ALICE, you have family that's ALICE, you have people that work with you that are ALICE, and making sure they know about all the resources that are available to them, and then helping them understand how to access them, because sometimes that's the barrier. So we really want to be that partner to everyone in our community, but a great way to find people that are needing our help is through their employer, and we want to help those folks that are working so hard and still can't make ends meet. So we're just excited. I'm really pumped about Travis. When we shifted to looking for somebody with corporate experience instead of fundraising experience, I felt really strongly about it. And then when we met Travis over Zoom due to the whole Montana thing, we just felt like we were on the right track, and we have continued to feel that way about what our corporate partners need from us and what the community needs from us, and the best way to do it. So we're excited.
Was he wearing a cowboy hat in the Zoom meeting?
No.
Okay.
No, he wasn't.
That's not me.
No boots then.
No
either,
ranching
right?
was being done during the taping
ranching
of this interview. No.
But you bring up a really good point about, the cost of living in Rutherford County has really skyrocketed. I remember the average home price is $450 plus,
I believe it,
right now, and it's just salaries are not keeping up with that.
That's right.
So I mean, 2-family household. I mean, my kids, my son, they just had a baby a few months ago. Both of them work, and it's hard.
Yeah, in Tennessee we just surpassed childcare in tuition. So now to put your child in childcare for a year is more than tuition for a year.
Yeah.
That's pretty that's a barrier for a lot of folks to work.
That's why Pop has Wednesday afternoons. As a matter
Hey,
of fact.
I couldn't work without my BB, so I'm very familiar with the Pops and the BBs helping out.
But for employers to have this loyal relationship with their employees, to be able to offer that help, Travis, sometimes they don't know where to go. So that's
right.
kind of one of the best resources that you can give, other than just coming in once a year and with your hand out, you can actually help them.
Yeah, United Way has such a long-standing reputation in this community and across the country, that we're positioned really well to come alongside these companies and support their employees. They know what we stand for. We're still trying to communicate some of the newer internal programs we have, but in general, people are familiar with United Way and our work. It's a comfortable, readily accessible place for employees to go. So we're really trying to come alongside them and help out.
So I'm sure you're out pressing the flesh and, meeting folks and all that kind of thing.
The calendar is filling up with coffee chats and lunch meetings, and we've got a pizza party to go to next week, things like that. Yeah.
Some of the perks, right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, the first month or so was spent, in the office, meeting the team, getting up to speed and all the things, and now it's time to get out and do some of the real work in the community, which
now
I'm really excited
we don't
about.
want to see you in the office.
Yeah.
You got to be out, right?
That's right.
From early on in my fundraising career, it was if you're in the office, you're not out doing your job. So he's out and about, and I'll put the call out. If you would like to meet with our new Director of Corporate Partnerships, please call Travis Welton at the office or find him on our website, because we really are trying to get out there. If you've never had a relationship with United Way, there is no better time to learn about what we are about, what we can offer you and your employees, and ways that we can help your company give back to the community. We really want to be seen as a full service, whole relationship partner, so please reach out.
And information about our local United Way, yourlocaluw.org, and the website has all contact information. And again, I'll put some links to the community celebration there. And Travis, good to meet you. Anything we can do to help, let us know.
Yes, sir. I will. Thanks for having us.
You bring by all the newbies.
I know.
Are you the one that gets to initiate all of the new folks?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I know.
We have a great team.
Haley didn't want to come, but that's okay.
Well, we got a board meeting today. It's board meeting day, so
she's busy with that.
She's busy.
It's always an excuse. I mean, she spent 2 years.
We'll get her in here soon.
You got her once. You'll get her again.
She's actually been twice, I think.
Has she?
Now. Yeah. I think after that first time, it kind of broke the.
Yeah, broke the ice. She's ready now.
Yeah. All right. Well, good to have you both.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
And if you want to check out the podcast of the program, it will be up shortly. You can find that at wgnsradio.com under podcast. Look for Rutherford Issues, and you can listen back, watch, YouTube channel, Facebook, all those places. You can find the podcast as well as Spotify, iTunes, et cetera, et cetera. You know the drill. That's going to do it for our program today. We're wrapping up the week tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that. And our Big G TV coverage brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, improving community health for more than 7 decades. That's MMC.
Subscribe to Big G TV, local content that matters to Rutherford County.